Okay, I am going to call this meeting of the Public Works Committee to order. Can I have a roll call, please?
Ozak?
Yes.
Hart? Tornatori?
Here.
Chaplin?
Here.
Desart? Here. Zay?
Here.
Motion up for him.
I'd like to move that member Zay, under
Second.
Illinois statute, is able to attend remotely. I have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, welcome, member Zay.
Thank you.
Here's kiddo.
Just took the last row.
Handing the reins off.
All right, sit down.
Okay, under chairwoman's remarks, this is Angela's last meeting. She told me, obviously, I should not say another word, which I'm not going to right now. But
we love you.
We
miss you.
I'll miss
yes,
all of you.
we will hold our comments right now.
till the end.
But thank you. Public comment. Any public comment? No. Okay. I now move to approve the minutes of Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. Okay. Any comments or changes? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next, I move to accept payment of claims, Public Works and Facilities Management. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right. Next, I move for approval of an intergovernmental agreement, PWR 032922. Intergovernmental agreement between the County of DuPage and the Forest Preserve District of DuPage County for the transport and treatment of leachate from the Blackwell landfill period August 23rd, 2022 through December 31st, 2032. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Next, I move for approval of a professional services agreement, PWP 024022, agreement between the County of DuPage, Illinois, and Fairgram Engineering and Environmental for on-call professional engineering services for energy and demand response for multiple DuPage County facilities for public works and facilities management for the period August 23, 2022, November 30th, 2025, for a total contract amount not to exceed $90,000 professional services vetted through qualification selection process. I have a second. All in favor?
Conversations?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just for the sake of conversation, this is a not to exceed $90,000, but like, for example, last year when this contract was renewed, how close did we get up to $90,000? What was the actual a year ago?
So maybe it's first, I'll tell you kind of how we use Fairgram on this one.
Yeah.
So with all of our bidding for electricity, natural gas, since Bob Lilligren left, this is, instead of hiring a new person, this was our solution for it. So they help us with the bidding that comes up every 4 years. They also, there's a lot of permit compliance and permitting for, say, our generators and discharge for some of our facilities, both facilities and public works. And so it's really, it depends on the year because some of those permits come up every 3 years, some every 4, every 2. So it really does change. I can tell you that I don't think since we've been doing this, we haven't come close to utilizing the full contract. But it is very different year to year, depending on what's coming up. You know, if we have a natural gas bid that comes up in a year, they're going to spend more money helping us prep for it. They also review our monthly invoices to make these are so complicated. And then we are also part of the demand response program with ComEd, where we make quite a bit of money by running our generators for emergency situations. They help us with enrolling us in that and doing the report. So
we haven't come up to the 90.
I can get those numbers for you, but I don't believe we've come up.
We did actually use it at the last one, but it was because we bid out the electricity.
That's so the last one since we came up to electricity.
Yeah, I think this contract term, the 90,000 will last 3 years. We think between Tim and I, we'll use about $30,000.
I appreciate that. Okay, thank you very much. All in favor?
Aye.
Next, I move on to approval of PWO 004422, acceptance of the substantive and technical changes to Chapter 36 of the DuPage County Water Supply Distribution and Wastewater Treatment Ordinance. Yeah, a second. Any comments or questions? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Number 10, I move for approval of FMP 024122. Recommendation for the approval of a contract to Fox Valley Fire and Safety for preventative maintenance, testing and repair of the non-Edwards system technology, fire alarm and life safety systems for county facilities for the period August 28th, 2022 through August 27th, 2023 for a total contract amount not to exceed $158,945. I have a second. All in favor? Aye. Okay, any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. I move for travel request. Authorization for overnight travel. Authorization requested to have one facilities management staff member attend Metasys Systems Extended Architecture for Building Engineers course 389 in Louisville, Kentucky, November 6, 2022 through November 11, 2022 for an approximate cost not to exceed $3,913. This course teaches building personnel how to make the most effective and efficient use of the features of the Metasys system, Extended Architecture Building Management System. Second, any comments or questions about this? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And I now move to accept as informational FMP 024222, ratification of an emergency procurement to Fleece Oil Company to provide a non-highway number 2 red dye diesel fuel for facilities management power plant generator for a total contract amount not to exceed $31,261.05. Emergency procurement based upon being necessary to minimize or prevent serious disruptions in services. And I have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and Nick has a few comments about this issue.
This is an after the fact purchase. We had an emergency situation last week that we gathered approval from Chair Ozog and Chair Cronin for the purchase. We had a ComEd blip for the energy that cut power to our cooling towers here on campus. As designed, our generators kicked in to carry the load. It was a very heavy load because obviously it's a cooling for the entire campus. And so we were running all generators full out. So we were going through the diesel fuel in our reserves and those tanks very quickly. So we were worried that before we figured out the fix, we would run out of diesel fuel in those tanks. And not only would we obviously lose the cooling here in the campus, but more importantly, we would do damage to the generators by running them dry. So we made a decision to utilize our Fleece Oil contract and get a load delivered to fill up those tanks, 7,500 gallons. It was paid for, it was Opus rack rate, so we got the best rate for it, but we had never planned on putting 7,500 gallons in there. There's where you have the 31,000. The good thing is this diesel, we now own it and we'll use it as we do the demand response and things like that, so it won't go to waste. But in order to do it, the good thing is our entire electrical crew figured out what was working, what was wrong with ComEd, and later that night they did fix it and we went back to normal operations.
Thank you, Nick. Any other questions or comments about this issue?
We missed 11B.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go back to 11B. Need to approve overnight travel. Another management staff, facilities management staff to attend Metasys System FEC operations course C in Milwaukee, December 12, 2022 through December 15, 2022 for an approximate cost not to exceed $2,980. I have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And we did number 1. Okay, thank you. We did informational. Any old business? Member Garcia.
Yeah, hi, quick question. We had a meeting with the staff in regard to the electric vehicle chargers and electric vehicle. And I thought that there was gonna be information coming at the end of July. You know, I'm just wondering where the status is of that.
So the electrical vehicle chargers, we are still working, trying to figure out exactly, because you've got state grants and federal grants. We're trying to make sense of that. They're still releasing information, but we still are, and we can give kind of a partial update now. You know, obviously we have the charger out in the surface parking lot. We need more, without a doubt. The usage on that is almost 100%. And so we're looking at adding additional charging stations throughout campus at various locations. There are a number of federal and state programs that we're hoping to take advantage of to do that. I will say that the supply chain for the charging stations is one of the most messed up right now of anything. So, because obviously with all the programs out there, everybody's trying to build them. And so there's no end in sight when we might get it. Once we have a good handle on that, because we absolutely know we need it here on campus, as well as other remote facilities that the county owns, we will move forward. And we are looking, actually, we met 2 weeks ago, either a week and a half ago, looking to kind of change the protocol for how the charging works, because we do get reports on the, you know, which cars utilize it. And there seems to be a couple cars that maybe use it more than they should. And so we want to figure out maybe a policy to make it more available to the public and different cars.
I know we discussed. Okay, thank you so much.
Any other, Mr. Zay, under old business?
Old business, yes. I feel bad that I got on the committee and then Angela decided to retire. So I'm sorry, Ange, but love you. If I was there, I'd be blubbering. But thank you for everything you've done, Angela.
That is a great segue.
I'll start with new business. Under new business, Mr. Zay, I feel the same way. I started on this committee 2 years ago, and now Angela's retiring, so it is of concern. However, I want to thank you.
Come up here.
Come on.
I know the dust is really bad in here, and it could get in your eyes.
Affects your allergies, but Angela
we've got a couple things for
has
you here,
welcomed me so much to this committee and helped me so much, and I can't thank her enough and wish her a fantastic retirement.
So, before we present this, I want to say a couple things. First of all, I have had the privilege to work with Angela since I've been here, and she has been not only, what she's done for this county, it's hard to even put it in words. She does everything behind the scenes. She has probably benefited every department, every committee. And beyond that, a lot of us consider her a really good friend, and it's going to be a different county without Angela. Everybody here has, you're one of the longest serving employees at the county right now. And it's been such a part of what you've done here. It's going to be different when you leave, and hopefully you do stop by. And this dust is getting in my eyes now too. So just a couple little things. First of all, a plaque for what you've done. And I certainly hope you enjoy your retirement. You're going to be missed here tremendously, both for the work you do and the friendship you bring to everybody. So this is for you. And this is also for
Angela.
All right, I'll pretend.
So it's obviously, like I said, it's been tough for Angela because it's just, it's different because in 38 years, it's part of who you are and what you do. But you've touched a lot of people in those 38 years.
All I can say is I enjoyed every year and every minute and meeting everyone and working for them. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other new business? I think we all need some Sudafed at this point. Thank you again, Angela. And this is not goodbye, it's so long. And farewell, and that means you will do very well. You'll have a marvelous retirement. In a few weeks, you'll be finding plenty to do. Thank you, everybody. If there isn't any other business, I move to adjourn. Second. Right. All in favor? Aye. Thank you all very much. And Angela, thank you.
You guys want to get a picture with the whole